Hey Aries, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Aries. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. So we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, I'm already picking up on this person's energy. The Ace of Swords. And the Four of Cups. Okay. I'm going to just get right into this because I'm going to tell you right now, you have no idea that this person likes you. If you have an idea that this person likes you, it's not because they've said it. It's because you've just picked up on something or you've wondered if they do. They have not said it. If your person has come right out and told you that they have a crush on you, I would guess this isn't your pile. Yeah, I'm picking up on basically this person's energy. They are a lot more reserved and introverted. This person could be described as shy. Now, whether you know them to be shy or not, and when in terms of them expressing their feelings, letting people know how they really feel and letting people in, this person's very, very shy, very closed off. They might be somebody who it feels like it's difficult for you to get to know them. They hold their feelings back a lot. And I just get the feeling that they have not opened up to you about how strongly they feel about you. And I am going to say, from what I'm seeing already, they feel strongly about you. And they haven't opened up about how strongly they feel. Now, I guess there might be a slight chance that this person has already told you. But if they told you, they did it in a very non-direct way. You weren't sure if it meant that they liked you, and they didn't even tell you the extent of how they feel about you, because I think that would just feel like letting somebody in too much, too close. They have their guard up. This might be somebody who you just know this way, like someone who just always feels like they have their guard up. There's a lot of frustration coming off of this person's energy. So this person feels, they feel very irritated when it comes to not being able to express themselves with you. I'm getting the sense that this person gets on their own nerves when it comes to the way that they feel about you and what they want to tell you, and they can't seem to do it. There's so much frustration. If you look at the Seven of Wands, I think that this card really tells it all right there. It's almost like this feeling of wanting to scream, of wanting to break out of a cage, of just wanting to let loose. And every time they're around you or they have the opportunity to do it, they do not feel that they do. I mean, I'm thinking in most cases they don't. It's not just that they feel like they didn't tell you or they feel like they didn't express any part of how they're feeling. They literally did not. And when you walk away, there's a lot of frustration. There's this feeling of them just kicking themselves and being really hard on themselves, like, why didn't I say something? Why didn't I use that opportunity to let them know how I feel? Yeah, they're coming across as really kind of frustrated. I think they're frustrated with themselves for not even dropping a hint. Or if they dropped a hint, they think like that wasn't an obvious enough hint of how I'm feeling, and they're probably not even going to pick up on what I was trying to say there. Or they're replaying the conversations that the two of you had, and like when they replay it, they can see all of these opportunities. Like, oh, I should have said this at that point, but I didn't. And like that would have been perfect if I had said that, then they would know. Or I shouldn't have worded it like that. There's this feeling of them being really hard on themselves and replaying a lot of your interactions, whether you're meeting with this person in person, or you're over the phone, or maybe even just like chatting, they'll reread messages that you sent them, or replay conversations in their head and wish that they had responded differently. This Ace of Wands really lets me know that they're fighting an internal battle here. They are fighting a battle with themselves about opening up to you. There's this kind of feeling that they themselves are questioning whether or not they will ever say anything to you about this and let you know how much they like you. It's like this sword hasn't been brought down yet. The final decision hasn't been made on that, whether they're going to do it or not. I would say, looking at this, it's almost like it's 50-50, because they don't even know if they will. They're feeling so much frustration every time they don't. They're feeling the desire to let you know how they feel, and then at the same time, it's like they doubt whether they will take that step or not. It's really, it's kind of interesting for them to be so confused about whether or not they're going to communicate. What I will tell you is that their feelings for you are very, very strong. With this Four of Cups, I can see that this person has eliminated all other options. It's like they're thinking about you exclusively. This might even be somebody who gets a lot of offers. This might be a really attractive person, somebody that people are very drawn to. They might get their fair share of offers. There might be plenty of people who are interested in them, but they are not interested in anyone but you. It kind of feels like even if somebody was completely throwing themselves at them, totally had themselves served up on a platter of deliciousness, this person doesn't even see it. They only see you. They're only thinking about you. This is the feelings that they have for you, and the crush. It's like, it's strong. Like, it's deeper than, it almost feels weird to say crush. And I don't know if it's like just because they're having so many mixed emotions about this that the energy feels so intense, but I think that they like you a lot. And they really have their eye on you. I'm feeling too like this person, like a lot of this frustration is coming from a feeling of being stagnant, because this person is sort of feeling like, it's like they can't get anywhere with you, and they also can't get anywhere without you. So it's causing them to just feel so much irritation inside, because I think there's this feeling of them not being able to move forward with their lives in general, because they're like hung up on you. I wonder how long you've known this person. The level of frustration would suggest that you might have known them for a while. They're really irritated. So yeah, it's a feeling of stagnation that's really irritating them. It's like in this card, this cup here is the cup that the panda just doesn't see. So this could be new opportunities, ways to move forward, maybe other people that want a romantic connection with this person, but the panda doesn't see this cup sitting here. The panda won't look at the cup. The panda won't consider the cup. The panda is your person that has a crush on you, and that person is only interested in looking at you, not interested in looking at this. So it's really leaving them with a feeling of like, I can't move on. I can't, like, I could have maybe talked to that person, but I didn't want to. Oh, this person wanted to go out on a date. I didn't want to. You know, that I think that person was flirting with me, and I don't care. They really, really just like you. Yeah, a lot of, there's a lot of irritated energy here coming from your person. Let's look into your oracle cards and see what is going on. So we have the crumbling. What are you clinging to? Yeah. You know what this person's clinging to? You. The idea of you. I think there's more than that to it, but yeah, they're stuck on you. Leap. This card says, you go first, the universe will catch you. And you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Yes. Keep facing your true north. Yeah. This person's so irritated with like the push-pull of this. And it's nothing you're doing. They're doing the push-pull themselves. They are like start-stop themselves. And they're like, should I say something now? Did I miss the opportunity? I think sometimes they'll come to terms with the fact that they're never going to tell you how they feel. And then they get mad about that. Then it's so frustrating to them, the idea that they'll never tell you how they feel. And they're just back and forth. So I think with this crumbling card, what's happening here is their ego is getting in the way of them expressing their feelings for you. They have a lot of ego, and I don't even mean this in a bad way. I think this person is really afraid of being rejected by you, and that's because they just really see you as the prize. And to get rejected by you, I think they fear that would just totally defeat them. Like, it would totally crumble them, like cause a tower moment. I kind of think that they are causing a tower moment for themselves. They're kind of like, there's so much inner turmoil that they're kind of causing what they're afraid of, but they're afraid to put themselves out there and to be rejected, to get hurt. I think there's also a feeling of them wanting to kind of keep things the way that they are with you. So for some of you, you might have a connection with this person already. They might be a friend or somebody that you have an established relationship with. And because they're so afraid that you might not feel the same way about them, there's this internal kind of push-pull again, because they're thinking, would I rather destroy the relationship that we have by expressing these feelings? Like, would I risk that? It's like this feeling of like, should I keep what I already have, or should I go for more? Because I think that in this person's mind, and this might be true, but I think in this person's mind, if they risk it all, if they put it all out there and it's not reciprocated, then they risk losing what they already had, which wasn't good enough. It wasn't quite enough. It wasn't everything that they wanted, but it was something. So they're kind of afraid that you might turn your back on them or feel very uncomfortable around them, and that your relationship will be diminished in some way if they let their feelings be known and then you don't feel the same way about them. So yeah, there's this, they're kind of holding on to a past version of themselves and a past version of you in a way, because they're clinging on to maybe a past version of your relationship. They want to move forward into a new version of relationship with you, but I think to them it just doesn't feel like it's possible, or like there's a large chance that it's not possible to do that. So they're so afraid that everything will just come crumbling down. A lot of sense of not wanting to embarrass themselves with this. Now, when we jump all the way over here to this Leap card, there you see the push-pull. And it's interesting how it showed up on one side and the other. This is the part of them that wants to just do it. They just want to say it. This is that Ace of Swords energy. They just want to say it. They just want to put themselves out there. They just want to jump. They just want to not even worry if they have a parachute. Just jump. And then the fear comes back up and they worry about everything falling apart if they do that. So yeah, a lot of back and forth going on with this person. They want to take a chance so bad. I wonder with this person if there's somebody who kind of tends to play things safe, or if they just feel like they need to play this relationship safe. But they might be somebody who typically plays things safe. Like they do the sure thing. They do the sure bet. They like they like to know what's coming. They run all the numbers and they see exactly what it equals, and they go that way, and no surprises, They might be somebody who just doesn't like a surprise and who doesn't really like change that much. They might be somebody who kind of fights and presses against change, which I think that would be maybe a little bit hard when it comes to being upfront with your feelings, especially if your feelings for a person had changed. So yeah, there is a feeling of they have a tight hold on the past, whether that's to do with you or a past version of themselves that I think they're trying, I think they might be trying to work on that, because this internal deliberation, if they weren't trying to improve this, I don't think they would even be be worried about, should I do it or should I not, and having this frustration. They're having the frustration because they're having growing pains. And, you know, it actually does hurt to grow. It actually is uncomfortable to grow, literally and more metaphorically. It is painful when our bodies grow, and it's painful when we grow as a person, emotionally, spiritually, and we step outside of our comfort zone. So I think this person who has their eye on you is really kind of going through a little bit of forced growth, just in confronting the way that they feel about you. This card here talks a lot about the overthinking. This is, I think, what's going through this person's mind. They are telling themselves constantly, stop overthinking it, stop overthinking it. I think that they are in their head about this so much. So much. They are overthinking it. They've played out every scenario. And I think they might tend to dwell in the scenarios that don't go the way that they want them to. They've considered all the possibilities. I'm sure they've played it out every way. But they will get hung up on when they play it out and it wasn't what they wanted. They get hung up on the what if. What if they don't like me back? What if they reject me? What if they laugh at me? What if, you know, and it's just, at this point, I think it's just so frustrating to them that they are still deliberating about this and not just taking action. Let's get into some more tarot and see what else we can see about this person. I think it's like, it is cute. It's heavy energy, so I hesitate to use the word cute, just because they do feel so much frustration. Okay, we have the Four of Crystals. Yep. This, that holding on feeling. This is Four of Pentacles energy. It's really clinging on to something. This can cause somebody to lose what they had, or to miss an opportunity to gain more, because they are clinging on to the part of it that they already have. So I do think for a lot of you, this person might have some level of relationship with you, something that they think is established, something they want to cling on to. I think this also speaks to them wanting to really cling on to some version of themselves from the past. And maybe just a version of themselves that would not tell somebody that they have feelings for them. I think these feelings are stronger, though. That Four of Cups energy. Yep. The Death card. This person's going through a transformation. You are pushing them towards a transformation, I guess just by being you, because they have a serious crush on you. And it's requiring a lot of them. It's requiring a lot of change. And I think that's really because their feelings for you are pretty dang strong. The Four of Cups, this like ignoring everything else, not wanting to see anything else, not wanting to see any other possibilities. It's like they don't see any other possibilities except the possibility of you being with them. And I think that's what's scaring them so much, because it's like there's no way out. Yeah, it's really like there's no way out. And the Hermit card. Yep. I don't know what else. Like it. They keep their feelings to themselves. This person really keeps their feelings to themselves, and they don't want to do that anymore. They really don't want to do it anymore. It's causing a lot of stress for them. It really is. I can understand it, though. If I think about just the feeling of there's no other option but this, it's almost like you don't want to know what the answer is, because there's a chance that the answer could be what you don't want it to be. And if there's no other option and the answer is no, then you're screwed. And I think this person is like just wanting to do everything that they can to avoid being screwed in this situation. Yeah. I feel really kind of sad for this person. I do think that they're going to work through this. So I wonder if this is somebody that you are interested in pursuing something with. Because if you are, it'll be cool when they finally come forward, you know, and like tell you how they feel. I do think that they're working through it because we have the crumbling and we have the death card and we have the leap card. Like, I know what's going on in their head. They're challenging themselves to step up to the plate and do what they need to do in their head. And there's a transformation here. So yeah. I'm trying to look a little bit and see what I can see about how long it might take this person to... I don't think it's going to be that quick. I kind of don't think it's going to be that quick. And that depends, you know, everyone... The time is subjective. It's what you think takes a long time or not. If you are interested in this person, then it might be worth... letting them know that you are, because that could really speed things up. I'm looking at this, and we do have wands and we do have swords, and these are fast moving energies. We also have some pentacles and some cups that could slow things down a little bit. I think it's dependent on the situation and on the person, because transformations take time, you know, different amounts of time for different people. And I don't know what stage of transformation this person is, like your person in particular, the person has a crush on you. I don't know what phase they're in, but I do know that they are trying and they are working on this, and they're coming up with ways that they can come out of their shell a little bit. So I have charms and I'm excited about it. So let's pull some. Let's pull charms for, if you're wearing headphones. I'm so sorry I just did that. You probably hate me right now. Let's pull some charms. I'm going to try not to pull too many so that we can, you know, really look at them and take a little bit of time. But we'll see what we get. Okay. Let's look at this. Oh, we got some letters. Ooh, you guys, this is exciting. Okay. We have an L, a C. Okay, these can be initials, and they can be like just like significant letters to you, so it might have something to do with location, maybe even timing sometimes. What do we have? May for M. That could be. This is an I. We have a squirrel here. What's interesting here is like there's a squirrel on the bottom. Let me put this down. There's a squirrel on the bottom of this eye. And then also this squirrel came out. Oops. You guys, I'm a mess today. This squirrel came out too. So squirrels always make me think of like hoarding and like stashing things away. Gathering and preparing, and I think that really that's this person's energy. They're stingy with their feelings. They're waiting. It's like saving things for a rainy day in a way. Like there's a feeling of holding back and waiting. So they probably will at some point come out with their feelings for you, but yeah, there's a feeling of like really keeping things close and not expressing. We have a G. You guys got all of the initials. You got what? G, L, C, M, and I. Okay, we also had Cancer energy. So this person might be a Cancer. There is a lot of emotion going on here. So if they aren't a Cancer, they could be another water sign, but they don't have to be. I think this really talks a lot about the emotion that they feel in this connection more than anything else. But they could be, they could be a water sign. That's Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Sorry, I didn't say that. We have this turtle. So again, it's that closed off energy. It's that protective shell. This person has a protective shell. And we have this peace sign. I think that this person's looking for inner peace. And I think that's what's going to push them over the edge and really like try to offer something here, because they have no inner peace with all of this confusion, all this push-pull, all this back and forth, all this inner turmoil. They don't have any peace. Okay, this blue flower, come on. So I don't know, that your person might like blue. They might wear blue. You might have a connection with flowers, and this person, maybe this is somebody who's given you flowers in the past. We have this unicorn, and you know, I just think like, I think this person is kind of like feeling like you're one in a million, like you're this magical creature. And then this is a kind of interesting little charm. Come on, focus for me. This is really like something about this charm. You guys can tell me down below what it makes you think of. Let me focus. Okay. It really gives me vibes of like a mirror, like a looking glass, and also like a half full or half empty type of thing. So I think this person might be really kind of like reflecting a lot, taking a deep look at themselves and seeing if they're being positive about this connection or if they're not. Are they viewing the glass as half empty or half full? And I think that it's that shift that really will tip things, because I think they're going to realize that they have been viewing it as half empty, that they've been looking at all of the ways this could go wrong. They've been looking at all of the negativity instead of putting themselves out there so that they can move forward. That stagnant feeling, I think, is really kind of just driving them crazy. And they're looking for this, you know, they're looking for that, that inner peace is what they're looking for. Let me give you a close-up of all of the charms. Something might jump out at you. There might be something that you have a particular connection with. So there you go. I think I'm going to leave it at that, group 2. I had a really fun time reading your cards. This was a really like a heavy kind of intense energy, different energy than group 1. I think your person really, really, really thinks the world of you, because they are willing to change their entire viewpoint, and they have already stopped looking for other options. They have already kind of closed the book on that. It's like they're set on you. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that, and I will see you in a reading sometime soon. Bye.